first and goal from the 3. Split backfield again. Arnold to the left, Bailey to the right. Barati out of the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Bailey, straight up the middle, has a hole, and there it is. Touchdown, North Brunswick Raiders. A record-breaking page 33 of the 4-year bailout plan of Miles Bailey. Miles Bailey is now North Brunswick's all-time rushing touchdown leader with career touchdown number 33. He breaks the record of Aaron Hicks that was set back in 2003. So congratulations to Miles Bailey. 6-0 Raiders. First and 15 from the 21. Barati out of the shotgun. Again, Bailey to the left, Arnold to the right. Jenkins in motion to the far side. Takes the snap. Barati rolling right. Looking, and he's going to be sacked. Flipped it in the air, and it's intercepted. And that's going to be a pick 6. That is going to be a pick 6 for St. Joe's. Kayshawn Schulters, 82 yards. Barati, as he was being tackled, flipped the ball in the air in desperation, and it landed right in the hands of Schulters, and he takes it to the house. Unfortunately for Barati, that's just inexperience there. And the Raiders now lead it 7-6, pending the extra point. Matt Stanton back in. Takes the snap out of the gun, drops back, throws it right side, and completes it. Schulters, he's got room. One man behind him. Schulters is gone. Touchdown St. Joe's, and they have the lead. That looked like a slant pattern to Kayshawn Schulters. And he got in front of his man. I believe that was Myers. Got in front of him. And St. Joe's takes a 13-7 lead. Kayshawn Schulters from 81 yards. Again. He's got 81-yard touchdowns on both sides of the ball, one on defense and one on offense. 4th and 3 from the 15-yard line. Jenkins wide to the right. Barati out of the gun, gives to Arnold. Arnold trying to get to the right. Arnold's got the first down. 10, 5, touchdown North Brunswick Raiders. Chris Arnold. A 15-yard crisscross into the end zone. And Chris Arnold comes up big on 4th down for North Brunswick. 14-13 St. Joe's. Chris Arnold's second rushing touchdown of the year. So the Raiders are on the ropes here. Split backfield. And Stanton out of the gun, hands off here to Kinsler going right. And he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown St. Joe's. Jordan Kinsler runs it in from 13 yards out, and St. Joe's expands their lead to 20-13. It was the Jordan Kinsler show on that drive, especially the last 2 plays. So, Kinsler, 38 yards for Kinsler on the last 2 plays, plus the penalty. And St. Joe's is in front. So Moyer will kick off here from the 35 after the penalty. And this one, a good one here. This one is a boomer. And catching it is Jenkins at the 5. Jenkins to the 10, now to 20, 30, hole up the middle, 40, 50. Look out! Demi Jenkins! He is going to go to the house! Touchdown, North Brunswick Raiders! Demi Jenkins! The transfer from Piscataway! And just like that, the Raiders are back in it. No flags. And it's 22-19, St. Joe's. 5 seconds left in the third quarter. The Raiders are out of timeouts. So St. Joe's can just run it out. They are lined up in victory formation. Stanton under center. He will take a knee. And I believe St. Joe's will have to take one more snap. And so St. Joe's will go to 1-1. And the Raiders, shell-shocked from this game, will drop to 1-1. 3 turnovers for the Raiders, including 2 first-half interceptions, a pick-6 to Kayshawn Schulters. And it looks like St. Joe's is not going to take another snap. They're just going to let it run down with 8 seconds. They're going to let it run out, and that's going to do it. And this game is over, and the St. Joe's Falcons have knocked off the North Brunswick Raiders 22-20 here in Metuchen. An 81-yard interception return from Kayshawn Schulters in the first half for a touchdown. An 81-yard touchdown reception from Kayshawn Schulters in the first half. Jordan Kinsler with a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Or a touchdown in the third quarter, rather, for Kinsler, with 18 seconds left in the third. And that was the difference. And again, 3 turnovers from the Raiders today. And they just couldn't overcome it. And so North Brunswick drops to 1-1. St. Joe's improves to 1-1. And the Falcons, after what I'm sure was a denigrating loss to Woodbridge last week, losing 28-12, they redeemed themselves and get a win here today. And well, the Raiders will go back to the drawing board and get ready for Sayreville next week. Sayreville at 0-2, desperate for a win. And head coach Chris Began, the Raiders have to go back to the scene of the crime from the Central Jersey Group 5 championship game last year to take on the Bombers, who lost to Piscataway last night. So Sayreville's 0-2. And so I'll try to, well, I'm not even going to bother. I'll save that for next week, the last time Sayreville was 0-3. But let's say this. Sayreville, again, 0-2. They're not used to being in that position. Okay, Sayreville is a perennial championship contender, and so they are desperate for a win. So you know they're going to bring their A game to their home, their home field next week against North Brunswick here. So the Raiders have a lot of work to do, in the next 6 days between now and this Friday night.